Researchers found that deep meditation shifts the brain into a state balanced between order and chaos, which sounds kind of wild, right?
Maya, we are live. Don't ask me any question. Let's start.
Got it. No questions.
Assalamu alaikum
Let's start.
everyone. Welcome to today live stream. I am your host Asfa and I am thrilled to have you all here. Today we are discussing a powerful topic, how to be present in every moment.
All right. That
In a
sounds
fast paced world full of distractions, remaining truly present has become a rare skill, yet it's one that can change our entire life. To help us explore this deeply meaningful subject, we have with us a very special guest, the insightful, inspiring, and always thoughtful Maya. Maya, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me. Happy to be here. It's a good topic. Being present feels rare these days.
Okay, let's start. Maya, to begin with, what does it truly mean to be present in everyday life?
Mm. It's not about emptying your mind, I don't think. More like noticing where your mind already is and then gently nudging it back to whatever is actually happening right now. Like noticing you're thinking about dinner while you're trying to listen to someone, not judging yourself for it, just recognizing it and then returning your attention. It's kind of sneaky, honestly. It's a skill of redirection.
Okay, why do you think people today struggle so much with staying in the moment?
Distractions just optimized, you know? Like it's a full-blown industry now, engineered to steal our attention. But beyond that, I think a lot of us are using future planning or replaying the past as a way to avoid feeling whatever's happening right now. It's a comfort thing, maybe. Easier to think about what if than what is, though not always more helpful.
Okay, how does being present impact our mental and emotional well being?
Well, when you're caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past, that activates the stress response, constantly being on alert. Being present kind of short circuits that. It allows you to actually process emotions rather than just react to them. And honestly, it's hard to feel overwhelmed when you're truly noticing the small stuff, the sun on your skin, the taste of your coffee, whatever. Those things are grounding.
Okay, what are some signs that someone may be living for on autopilot?
Oh, plenty. Zoning out during conversations, constantly reaching for your phone, finishing other people's sentences, feeling like time is just slipping away without really registering. Also, a general sense of dissatisfaction, even when things are objectively okay. Like everything's fine, but nothing feels vivid. Does that make sense?
Okay, many people feel mentally rushed. How can mindfulness help
Totally.
them slow down?
It does. Though mindfulness feels loaded somehow, like another thing you're supposed to be good at. But yeah, intentionally slowing down, paying attention to your breath, doing a body scan, those things can create space. It's less about stopping thoughts and more about creating a gap between the thought and your reaction to it.
Okay, what role does deep breathing play in bringing someone back to present?
Physically, deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest system. It lowers your heart rate, lowers your blood pressure. But beyond the physical, it's a really tangible anchor to the present moment. You can't really panic and take a deep breath at the same time, right? It's a simple, accessible tool to interrupt the stress cycle.
Okay, do you think technology can ever support mindfulness instead of distracting us?
That's a good question. I think it could theoretically, but it would require a fundamental shift in design. Most tech is designed to maximize engagement, which inherently pulls you away from the present, something that proactively prompts you to pause, notice your surroundings, or simply disconnect. That could be interesting. But right now, it's mostly a double edged sword.
Okay,
Mhm.
Maya. How can we stay present during conversation and improve relationships?
That's a big one. I think it's about genuinely listening, not just waiting for your turn to speak. And that means putting your phone away, making eye contact, and actually trying to understand the other person's perspective, even if you don't agree with it. This sounds basic. Hey, everything all right? You went quiet there.
Yes. Okay, could you share a simple
Okay,
grounding technique anyone can use instantly?
sure. It's called the 5 to 4, 3 to 2, 1 method. Name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. It's a quick way to bring your attention back to your senses and anchor you in the present moment. Super simple and surprisingly effective.
Okay, how does practicing gratitude help us appreciate the present moment?
Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already good. And when you're actively looking for things to be grateful for, you're naturally more aware of the present moment. It's hard to dwell on worries about the future or regrets about the past when you're focusing on the good things happening right now. Plus, gratitude feels good. It's a pretty direct path to a little boost in mood.
Okay, what everyday habits unknowingly pull people away from the present?
Scrolling endlessly through social media is a big one. Multitasking, thinking you're being efficient, but really just splitting your attention and doing everything poorly. Even things like constantly checking the time. It reinforces the idea that you're waiting for something better to happen rather than appreciating what's happening now. And honestly, just being on autopilot during routine tasks, brushing your teeth, commuting, doing the dishes, without actually paying attention.
Okay, how can journaling help increase self awareness and presence?
Journaling creates space for reflection. When you write down your thoughts and feelings, you're forced to slow down and actually examine them. It can reveal patterns in your thinking and behavior that you weren't aware of before. And regularly revisiting your journal entries can give you a sense of continuity and perspective, helping you appreciate how far you've come and what truly matters. It's like a conversation with yourself where you're actually listening.
Okay, staying present during stress is difficult. How can people handle that?
That's where it really counts, right? When things are falling apart. In those moments, it's less about stopping the stress and more about acknowledging it without getting swept away by it. The deep breathing definitely helps. Also, body scan meditations, focusing on the physical sensations in your body can ground you when your thoughts are racing. And honestly, sometimes just labeling the emotion, okay, I'm feeling anxious right now, can take some of its power away.
Okay, Maya, thank you so much for your thoughtful awareness and wisdom you shared today. This session reminds us that life is happening right here in this moment. When we choose presence, we choose peace, clarity, and genuine joy. To our audience,
You're
remember
very
small
welcome.
steps matter. A mindful breathe, a short pause, or moment of gratitude, and bring you back into the now. Practices presence every day and watch how your life transforms. Thank you all for joining. Stay mindful, stay present, and stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.
Oh, oh, so, um, have a good one.